You guys, you formed in the late 90s, and then at some point you stopped the whole thing in 2010. So why was that?
Dustin and Tepe both had families, young kids, and being away from home a bunch was really tough on their families. And, you know, people were kind of burnt out on the cycle of put out a record and then tour and tour and tour and tour and then write a record and then put it, like, you know, you do the same thing for 15 years or whatever, and it gets a little tiring. So some people wanted to change a pace, and we decided it was time to take a break, but we're back now. So,
Is it difficult to start something like this up again?
No, I don't think, not at all. It's been really nice because it's refreshing to like come back at it with a fresh start, with some time off, and then I think everybody's more. Not that we weren't appreciative of things before, but now you're like, whoa, like this is so great. It's so awesome. I mean, we're here. It's beautiful. It's great. Yeah.
One interesting fact about you guys is, at least I heard this, is that you donate parts of every album earnings to a good cause in some ways. Are you still doing that, or?
we did that. The first label we signed to is called Subsidy Records, and it's a kind of a subdivision of Hopeless Records, which is like used to be a very punk rock label in the States, and now it's kind of developed into this bigger thing. So we started doing that with them. When we signed to Island Records, we made sure that we could continue to do that, but trying to carry over the contract structure and all that stuff to different labels is kind of a hard thing to do. So instead of doing it per record sold now, we'll do like a benefit show for a charity that we're into, or like an exclusive T-shirt or sweatshirt or something that will benefit a charity. So instead of doing it record by record, we do it in different areas.
Because I thought about it, it must be a difficult thing if you're with a major label. Usually you have to recoup so much money to them that you know what's left almost, like that.
Yeah, they were a little confused by that.
They were confused?
Yeah. I don't think they really knew how to structure it with the way that they spend money, I guess.
Yeah.
But we ended up working it out. So
what's the good things about being with the bigger label? What's is that favorable?
Anymore? Yeah. We aren't on Island anymore. We're with Vagrant now, but I think it was nice. I mean, it was nice working with Island at the time because they allowed us to do things that we go into studios that we wouldn't have been able to go into, and but now Vagrant's amazing, and we're really close with everybody there, and it's just like a good working environment, so it's nice.
What's your take on German audiences?
They're great.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Yeah.
I knew that you would say that.
Yeah. No, today was awesome. Anytime we've been to Germany in the past has always been really good. Enthusiastic, honest too, which I appreciate. But yeah, really, really, really good. Yeah.
Honest in what way?
Like if you suck, they'll tell you that you sucked, where other people will be like, yeah, that was okay.
Yeah.
They'll be like, why were you terrible today? And I appreciate that honesty.
Do you guys still do work in other jobs also beside the band, or is it possible to live off music as a musician in 2016 who's not Lady Gaga?
Yeah, kinda. Like, I think now that we're back touring, kind of finding ways to mix work in, whereas in the past, before we took the break, we were just doing it full time. I think our touring schedule is a little bit lighter now, so we're gonna find ways to throw work in between. But it's hard to find work where they'll let you be gone for months at a time. So
everybody's kind of got their own side thing going on.
Yeah.
Such as?
Well, Dustin does his solo stuff. Tepe has like a leather and canvas company that makes like bags and wallets, like really good stuff. Ed does woodworking. I do some teching and play in another band, and you just find stuff to.
He has a podcast too, like a sports
baseball
podcast.
podcast.
Really?
It's not really a money making thing, but maybe someday.
Cool. What's happening in that podcast?
It's a music and baseball podcast specific, and it's with my good friend Ian Miller, who's in Kowloon Walled City, which is a great band. And we just talk about baseball and try to introduce some more alternative music to the baseball community, because a lot of baseball fans are very top 40 or country or hip hop. Yeah. So yeah, it's been really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And other than that, I mean, outside of music, what inspires you? What kind of stuff would you do? You know, would you? You already mentioned sports, of course. What else?
Yeah. Skateboarding, surfing. Like I do a lot of like, I guess what you call action sports kind of stuff. Art, just in general. My lady goes to school, and we often go to like museums or even go to like classical music performances, stuff like that, and just like makes your brain explode. You're like, how do people think of this stuff? And that's always inspiring, you know. Yeah, all sorts of things.
Anything else for you? Like?
My wife is an artist. She paints. I just had a kid, so I have a 1-year-old kid. So being a dad is very time-consuming.
Short nights.
Yes, yes. But yeah, my focus is mainly dadding right now, and then music and sports.
Dadding, I never heard that expression before. I like that. The presidential situation in your country. Yeah, we had to talk about it, of course. You know, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think? It's now August 2016. You know, so what do you think will happen?
Man, I don't know. I don't know if it's me hoping, but Trump is gonna like blow it so hard that he is not a part of the election. But he's already doing that on his own. I'm sure they're gonna dig up more stuff, and it's not a good situation. And being over here, it's like there's a level of shame.
Yeah.
It's like embarrassing. So yeah, I just hope it's not Trump. Not that
He's using the media so well in terms of, you know, how he, you know, manipulates stuff, and it's kind of unbelievable.
he's a reality TV star or whatever, and you know, the same reason that Kim Kardashian has like 1 billion followers on Instagram or whatever. That's why he's popular. He says stupid shit and people eat it up.
Yeah, I think it's scary, and I think one of the things that our friends and just the people in the U.S. have to realize is he got where he got because people voted for him, and that's scary. All of our groups of friends are like, oh, there's no way it'll happen. Can't happen. He's an idiot or whatever. He got there for a reason, so like people have to start like working to make people aware, or whatever.
That's scary.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed, guys. All right. Well, thank you very much. It was great having you here in Rockpalast, and see you next time around in Germany, hopefully, very soon. Yeah. Is it going to be like after the festival at some point club tours in Germany as well? Because I think some people hope for that.
Yeah, we're playing a headlining show in Cologne on Tuesday. But I would like to come back next year and do like a proper club tour. Yeah. It's been too long.
Okay, have fun more daddying.
Yeah.
And cheers. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.